Let's see. No. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. Hey, Danny. Hi, guys. Let me know if you can hear and see me clearly. Please let me know if the audio and video is clear. Thank you. If I double send you invite to join, please forgive me. Welcome, guys. Tap the screen, share the live out, please. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Anna. Oh, thank you so much. That was kind of quick. Already here, already done, right? It's been a few days, guys. I have been lost. Thank you, thank you. Um, did not have internet. My internet got messed up. I had almost a week, over a week of no internet. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. Couldn't do anything on my phone. So yeah, it was a little bit nuts. Hey, Amy. All right, let's see who else is here. Hey, Paul. Hey, Vibrations. Please, guys, share the live out and let's get to 5K before I get started. Let's get those likes up. Share, share, share. We can get more people on here, please. Thank you. Hey, Nikki. Nikki.
Hi, Pedosis Camcho.
Good, how are you?
I'm good. Long time. How are you? All good?
Yeah, everything's good. My internet wasn't working for about a week. And then before that, my kids and I, remember we were in Aruba for a week. So it was kind of crazy. And yeah, I came back, no internet. So I couldn't really do lives, I would get on like when I had, but it was late at night that when my phone would work, late at night. So I would get on other people's lives. Hi, Guruma, welcome, sweetheart. And yeah, it was
Okay,
crazy.
great trip. Yeah.
But it's good now. I got it sorted out a couple days ago, so we're good. And I was like, I have to do a live. I know everybody's wondering, like, what happened? Where did she go? Especially the ones who
Yeah,
haven't
I
connected
know.
with me in a while. I know we connected when I was when I was in Aruba. It was good. It was very nice, very warm.
Yeah.
Your typical
Mm.
island, right? And yeah, we had a good
Yeah.
time.
Mm.
So
Mm. That's nice.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I should come and say hi. We missed you. We missed your smile. We missed your beautiful face. We were wondering where Paddle Sister is. So finally we get to see you and
Oh,
blessed we
thank you,
are.
thank you, thank
Yeah.
you, my love. I just,
I
I know, I tried to get on anybody's live I could, but there were times like I'd get
Yeah.
on and then I'd fall asleep
Yeah,
because it
me too.
was
I
late.
just I also sleep on my own life sometimes.
Oh my goodness. I'll tell you, there was one live I
Yeah.
went on, and
Yeah.
she was like, hang on, she had just started the live, and she was like, hang on, I'm getting
Yeah.
everything set up and everything. So I said, okay. So I put the phone on the side, and the next thing I'm gone. So then she adds me. Right, because I requested to add, and she adds me, and I'm snoring.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Oh no, she fell asleep." And then when
Yeah. Yeah, Guru,
I heard
that's
that,
right.
right?
That's right.
I woke
Yeah.
up. I'm like, oh no, I'm here. Oh man, and I'm a snorer. Like you don't mess with me when
Yeah.
I'm sleeping. Oh no, you
Yeah.
just don't want to be anywhere near me. Oh my
Yeah, yeah,
goodness.
I know. Me too. Like it happens to my other friends. They sleep on my lap. Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Hey Ranjali,
But we
welcome.
missed you, with Antakshari and stuff. We should do
Yeah.
that whenever you get a chance.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I love to sing. Uh,
Yeah.
I would have loved to be a singer, but it never really happened.
Oh.
But at some point, maybe I'll train
Well,
myself. I just have to
yeah,
train
go for
myself.
it.
That's all. But I enjoy music. I enjoy dance. I enjoy
Yeah.
singing. So yeah, it's fun.
Mm.
This is
Yeah.
these platforms are like a little too serious sometimes, so it's good to have
I
some
know.
light stuff, that
Yeah.
just you just
True. True.
have fun and connect with people,
Yeah.
right?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah, we all go through those times when you want to do more but you can't because you're too tired, you fall asleep. Oh, it was
Yeah,
too
I
funny.
agree. Mm.
Anyway,
Yeah. I
so
know. Yeah, but sister, I'll take a leave. I
yeah,
just
that's
came to say
okay.
hi to you, But
Thank you. I
thank you.
appreciate
Welcome
it.
back. We love you, and
I love you too.
I'll be in the comments, sister.
I'll join you.
Take
I know
care of
you'll
yourself.
probably go live
Yeah.
later.
No. Yeah. No worries. Thank
Awesome.
you, pedal sister. Take
Take
care.
care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
All right, guys. Let's let's get let's keep tapping and get more people on here, please. All right. Want to set a goal here. What is this thing? And oh, what do we have? It's asking me to set a goal here, so I'm trying to see. Oh, I like dolphins. Confirm. Let's do dolphins. Doesn't matter. All right, people. Let me see if I can expand this thing so I'm not in this little box. Can it grow? Okay, I want a little bit bigger box here. Yeah, guys. What's happening, people? What's going on? It's been interesting the last few days. It's been a lot of truth, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I am like I wake up to stuff and then I think to myself like what is the reason for being here? Like we know what we're doing. Like we're on a journey, we're waking up to the truth and we're waking up to what this earth really is, right? The real true earth. Because the surface is very different. The surface is very different from the reality, the real true um, the true earth that they've hidden from us, right? So it's like I just I think to myself like because there's so much so I'm connected to a bunch of beings that I kind of get I get taken to places at night when I'm sleeping. You know, we all travel, right, as souls. And I have seen all kinds of different things. Galatrike, I'm just talking about stuff. We don't really have a topic. I don't really go by exact topics, but bottom line of this earth and what is going on is that we have to wake up to realize that families need to stick together, families need to stay together. And not only that, but once you become, once you wake up and you start connecting to other beings who are like you, we need to then start connecting as soul family as well, right? Because sometimes we realize that your soul family is the one that's there for you, is the one that's supporting you through this journey, and your real family might not be awake enough to even help you with the the journey, or even see things the way you see them, right? So it's like, but it's also the breaking up of the actual family unit. Okay, this is why I said families need to stay together, because their goal is to break up the family, the creator, the mother, the protector, the father, and then the children, which is the future of humanity, right? They are trying to dismantle us from within, right? From within the family, they're dismantling us. This is why so many broken families. This is why so many wrong things going on this planet. So coming together, one is very important. Even when sometimes your family members are not aligned fully, you want to give them a chance, right? You want to plant the seeds. You want to make sure that you are at least doing what you're here to do, right? They might not fully wake up, but they will come to understand that things are not the way they see them, or the way we have been taught, or what we have learned in what they've said in history, right? Because it's really not. None of it is what you are seeing, what you're being told, um, how it's being presented, right? None of it is that. None of it. Everything is completely the opposite. And that's another thing that I've come to catch. Not, I've known this for a while, but to catch it, right? To catch yourself. Hey Ritu, hey Jennifer, hey Rose, welcome. Please share to the group, Rose, if you haven't already. Um, to catch when you're doing stuff or when something is happening, right? To catch it and then flip it, okay? Because when you catch it and you become aware of it, you realize that it's not meant to be that way. What you're being programmed, right? Because there's programming and mind control, right? Constantly that's happening to us, right? So if something is happening and is feeling negative or is not the way it should be, you need to catch that and then flip the narrative. Okay, because it's important that we do that, because now what you're doing is when you flip it, you're changing the timeline. Do you get it? You literally change from the timeline that was being programmed to a timeline that you're now creating for yourself in that now. So this is something that I've started becoming very aware of, and I'm trying to work and practice so that it goes in my favor. Because you see, a lot of us, even though we are doing the journey and we are become aware of things, and we are doing whatever we need to sit and meditate, or practice all kinds of different things, we are also living this life that is a human life, where we have a lot of distractions, a lot of other things that pull us this way and that way, right? We have families, we have children, and sometimes what happens is it becomes like a situation where you're so busy or you're so overwhelmed that you tend to forget that you need to slow down, you need to become aware of that now or every now that you have, and then change the nows, because those nows can turn into something terrible if not done at the right time. And this is why, a lot of us, when we don't get along with family members, we don't get along with children, we don't get along with, spouses or parents or whatever it is because of this, because the constant programming of, oh, they're bad, they're this, they're that, they've done this, they did this to you, they're harmful, they're this, they're behaving like this, they're behaving like that. But if you catch it, you realize that in that moment, in that particular moment, both you and that person were being fed information that was not true or was negative. You see? So you are reacting, they're reacting. Everyone, and what happens is this, right? There's an action, right? To an action, there's a reaction. So if you act up, somebody's going to react to that, and then you're going to have a similar outcome from them, right? This is what happens. Exactly, and that's the control, right? That's programming and mind control. That without a thought, we just keep doing what they want. Oh, instigate a fight. Yeah, let's go, and we're gonna argue with whatever, and fight with whoever, and then after the fact, you sit and think, what the fuck? Why did I do this? Like, why couldn't I have controlled my mouth, or why couldn't I have done things differently, right? But after the fact, it was sometimes it'll create a scenario that might not be able to be resolved, right? Sometimes it gets to a point where you can't fix it, because it becomes a situation where maybe somebody just walked away and doesn't want to come back. No reconciliation, no making up, right? This kind of stuff. Over time, there is a lot of resentment. Over time, you're going to have a scenario where maybe in the future you don't want to be around that person. So if it's silly things, is what I'm saying. If it's silly things, try to resolve while you can, or at least see it for what it is when you're being fed that. Remember, I've told you, every now is information, right? That you're being fed. Every now there's stuff in your head that's being either fed to you, or music playing, something or the other is happening, unless you are able to completely quiet your mind. That means you're in control of every thought that you're thinking, right? And not many people are able to do that. Yes, there are people who are able to do that, but there is so many who are not, especially when you're just living life with family and with children, and there's so much going on. It's hard to like be on top of your game. But so this is where I say, try to practice the now, becoming aware in the now more, because the more you do that, the less chance of being controlled. Okay, because you're flipping timelines like this. Every now you're changing to your benefit, right? Yeah, yin and yang is a bullshit thing. You see, look, yin and yang is a Chinese religion. Okay, all the religions across the earth, every religion across the earth is a man-made belief system that is a control system through fear. Okay, so yin and yang, guys, I've explained this in my past lives. But remember, yin and yang is black and white, right? Yin and yang is black and white. It is something that was created to create the difference between the skin colors, black and white, right? It is the satanic cult's black and white checkerboard pattern. It is the black cube of Metatron, right? You have to see it for what it is. You can't just look at it and say, oh, yeah, it's yin and yang balance. There is no freaking balance there. It is only separation. Okay, balance means you are coming from a unconditional golden love light source creator, and if there is light, there is no darkness. Remember that. Okay, you can have one or the other, you can't have both. It's not possible. People have to see it for what it is. You see, there's many different religions that have been given to us, right? On this earth we have many different belief systems, but they all go to the same source, which is the one that's controlling everything, has been controlling everything on this earth, right? So we have to see it for what it is. Racism, black and white. We all know there is no people with black color or white color. We all shades of brown, right? So do you get what I'm saying? This idea that the balance is yin and yang or whatever the heck, that is just BS. It's complete BS to divide humanity. Okay, please tap the screen, share the live out, like guys. Let's get to 10K. Come on. I know you like to hear what I have to say, but please make sure that you're supporting me, getting this out there. We know that more people need to hear this stuff, right? And that it helps others wake up, it helps others align, it helps others get information that you might not get from someone else, right? Look, this matrix is a AI system. Okay, is artificial intelligence technology that has been created to keep us in a trapped way, right? So think of it like this: everything that is being done, right? Everything that is being done is done through technologies, right? And these technologies are created with the help of spells and through all kinds of different artificial stuff, right? Now, if we are not careful, we get sucked into it. We use technology, the one that we have right now, even though it is bad, we have to use it because it's the only thing that we have right now to use. So I tell people, if you're using technology, make sure you're using it for a positive outcome. Okay? Why? Why only do that which is positive on this technology? Because there's a lot of negative stuff going on technology, right? You have all kinds of social media where they're doing all kinds of negative stuff. Because when you do negative things, you are harvested. Do you get it? When you focus on negative stuff or you're using the technology for negative things, right? You are getting harvested through those things that you're using. A lot of people don't really understand this, that when you go and you make fun of things like corn and you talk about it and think it's nothing, or people take it as something that is a part of life, or anything like sexualizing things, right? What is that? What is going on with you, do you think? Because don't you know it's sacred? Don't you not realize that intimacy between two people is sacred? It is creation. It is the act of creation, right? Because it creates a third energy. Conceived or not conceived, anytime you have intimacy with someone, you are creating a third energy. If you're not careful, it gets harvested. That is your creative force being harvested. Do you get it? Both for male and female. So this is what it is. When you're talking about it, when you're making fun of it, when you're doing anything that you're doing that is gonna allow them to harvest, allow them to exist, allow them to continue with it, right? It's you being a part of that. It's you being a part of that system or that technology or that spell or that curse, whatever it is, you are being a part of it. People are like, oh no, yeah, I'm a awake being, I'm a light being. I do, but then I go to so many lives I've gone to where they're all talking about sex like it's not a big deal, and they're making fun of it, and they're making fun of the body parts, and they're making fun of all kinds of different things, and then they're like, oh, and so I'm very conservative when it comes to stuff like that. Like for me, it's not funny, right? So when I don't say the names of the body parts, or like I refuse to talk about it the way they're talking about it, they're like, oh, we're all adults here. I am well aware of that. I'm well aware that we are all adults. That does not mean that you are going to, degrade a woman's body parts or make it sound like it's not a big deal, right? Or even a man's body parts. Because what are you doing? What part of you do you think is not consciously alive? What part of you, every cell in you, is consciously alive, listening, alive, guys? Every cell in your body is listening to your words, your thoughts. So why do you think that sitting there making fun of body parts, making fun of sex, making fun of all these different things that you are making fun of, why do you think that it's not affecting your cells? Why do you think that is not leaving a negative impact on you in the way that you get easily harvested because you are not aligned to your soul, your higher self? You want to be a king, and you want to be a queen, and you want to be a light being, you want to be a light worker, and you want to be a God walking this earth. What part of what you're behaving like or do you doing, what of that is that? How does that make you any of that? Huh? Gods are walking this earth. Goddesses are walking this earth. You want to be called that. You change your names to that, right? Many people will change their names to Isis and Ra and Horus and whatever names. They want to take this name, that name, right? Do you realize that in this earth, on this earth right now, who you are, that one is the one that's important. That is the one that matters. That is the one that you need to be. You don't need to take any names from past lives. You want to be the past or you want to be the now? Which one is important? Because if you want to still live in the past, then you shouldn't be now. You should be here now, right? Remember, we're here for the now. So if you're here for the now, then why are you going back to that name that you had in the past and you're sticking it to your now name has gone away? You, the now, is not existing. Do you realize when you take the name of somebody from the past that you think you were? You think you were somebody from the past, right? You are that, or you think you're that, or you have the aspect of that being, or whatever, you had that as a past life. And so you decide that I'm going to now change my name to that. So the importance of the you that is here doesn't happen because you just completely eliminate the you. The you, where did the you go? Okay. Remember, you birthed in a skin suit, right? You birthed in a skin suit to walk this earth, wake up, do this journey. Remember who you are, right? Remember, you are here as a who. You're here as creator source. If you're here as creator source, all you need to do is remember who you are as creator source. Your past identities, remember, it's identity, right? Your past identities don't matter in the now. In the now is you that matters. You, the one who birthed in this skin suit. Don't diminish the you. Don't nullify the you, that you, this you. This one is the one that's important. Do you get it? You don't need to take on somebody else's identity from the past. What does that matter? Because if that version of me had done it right, would I be here today? Think about it. If that version of me had not messed up, or had done it right, or was awake, because that's the problem. A lot of the past lives that we've had, we were not awake. We were in this matrix, right? We came into the matrix and we sucked in. We got sucked in. How do I say this? And why do I say this? Because you know that not everybody on this planet was awake at birth. Yes, a lot of beings were awake at birth, but there were many like me. I was not awake at birth. But you see, I also planned probably my life to go the way it went because I did not want to wake up until I was much older. Right? I think to myself sometimes, I wish I'd woken up when I was in my 20s. But when I was in my 20s, I don't know if that was a good time for me to wake up because I had to make sure that I was hidden for as long as I needed to be hidden. Do you see? But we all know that while we were not awake, we were in the matrix. We were all brainwashed. We were all doing what the F everything. Like even now to this day, sometimes I something comes out, some truth, wakes up in me, and I'm thinking to myself, dang, like how did I not think of this before? Why did I not see it for what it is before? Do you see what I'm saying? So we were all part of it. We were all in it. So when we point fingers to somebody saying, okay, you know what, this person is bad or this person is doing this or that or whatever, remember that everyone was and is, even to now, few people are still in the, under mind control and programming. This is why I keep saying to you guys, humanity is not the one I blame for everything that's gone wrong. Yes, as humans, we do tend to do things wrong. But remember that if we were not mind controlled and programmed, wouldn't you be a different person? Now that you're awake, right? Now that you're awake, aren't you more aware? Aren't you more consciously aware of what is okay and what is not okay? Aren't you not empathetic? Are you not kind and compassionate to all of creation? Are you not connected or do not see the connection between you and all of creation? See, this is the thing, right? When we wake up is when we realize that this is how things are meant to be. So think of it like this. If you were in past lives, right? If you were in this matrix, because this has been going on for thousands of years, right? You did the same bullshit then. Now, this is why we say we have generational cycles that we're breaking and curses we're breaking, right? Isn't that what we say? That we're here to break generational curses and cycles. You see, way back when I started this, like 5, 6, 7 years ago, I was telling people, because the way everything is presented to us is this, that when we are alive, right, everything is fantastic on the other side, right? All your trauma's gone, all everything that was wrong with you in the past life, this life, everything is gone, it's wiped. You have a clean slate. We all know that's not true because your trauma has gone from generation to generation, life to life. And your soul is carrying memories of it. And unless you had reconciled, unless you had healed in a past life, you brought that to your next life. Okay? We are all aware of this because this was a cycle of birth and unaliving. Right? We are in the cycle of reincarnation that was done intentionally to bring us back on this earth again and again. So if this is what it was, right? You know that we have all made mistakes in the past. Coming back to this life, you know that this life we are trying to do this a little differently because everyone is waking up to their creator source aspect, the real creator source, true version of you. Why? Why are we doing it this way this time? Because in the past, whatever was done didn't work, right? We're the fifth dimension as Atlantis and Lemuria. And the fifth dimension at the time made us sink. You think you want to go to the fifth dimension? How many would like to go to the fifth dimension when you know that being at a higher consciousness, as Atlanteans and Lemurians, we sunk in a war? So, do you think you want to go to a fifth dimension? Kids, please don't make noise. Do you know what I'm saying? We are not here to play dimensions, guys. We are not here to play dimensions. The goal for us is to return to create a source, right? The source of all. That's where we have to go back. We don't have to do these dimension things because every dimension I've explained is a dimension that will go take you to the next level. You have to get to the next level. Now you see, sixth dimension is the Sirian or Sirius B is Orion's, right? And you know the planet has been taken over by Orions. This is where the archons come from. So why would you want to go to the sixth dimension? Please tap the screen and share the live out, guys. Everybody need to share out to at least 30, 40 people. Do you see what I'm saying? We're at like 13 shares, and I know you guys are listening. You're here, you're listening. Please share it out. Share it to people, and let's get more people here. Look, dimensions only mean that you're getting to a higher level in consciousness, but doesn't mean that you are where you need to be, because those are all beings that we call races of aliens that we have been dealing with as the Galactic Federation or Federation of Light or whatever the heck you want to call them. These beings are all part of the agenda to be in control of this earth and what is on this earth. They are here. We are a resource. They've been here, they've been using us as resource. Everything on this planet is used as resources. Okay, so you cannot play dimensions. You need to return to the creator, the source of all, the divine mother. That is where your goal should be. Highest dimension, highest frequency, and highest vibration. Otherwise, you're still gonna keep looping. Okay, you're gonna still keep doing the same BS. Consciousness, we create through our consciousness. This is why humans are powerful beings. This is why they control us so badly, because they know how powerful we are, more powerful than them, because we are creator source, divine feminine mother, divine feminine energy, the most powerful. If we weren't at that powerful, they would care less about us. They would not even look at us. They would care less about controlling us. They would care less about, putting fear in us, right? And it's the only way they are controlling. You see, they create scenarios, situations, right? Fear-based situations and scenarios, so that we are always looking outside of ourselves for somebody to come rescue us, somebody to help us, somebody to be there for us, support us, this, that, blah, blah. Reality is that you are that powerful. Within you lies all the answers. Within you lies all the knowing, the wisdom, the knowledge. You're literally, you have, as humans, have the power to be everything in one body. You're a warrior, you're a creator, you're a protector, you're a provider, right? You're all of it in one body. And this is what we have to see things as. We have to see ourselves like that. You have to look around and see the way this stuff has been created, that unconditional love, loving unconditionally, is not something that comes to people naturally unless they're awake. Even then, remember, when you are fully awake, you can love unconditionally, but you are going to have boundaries because you have been hurt in the past. So you're not going to want to be hurt again, right? Isn't that how it is? That you're going to be cautious even when you know that you're a magnet to attract beings. You're still going to be cautious because you don't want nobody crossing the boundary you've created. And everyone should have a boundary. Everyone should have that because that allows you to stay sovereign. It allows you to stay in your power. You don't give your power away to anyone. And that is very important because on this earth, this is what we have been taught to do, especially as the feminine. We have been taught to depend on the masculine, to give our power to them, to allow them to be the leader, to allow them to be the one doing the stuff for us, especially when it comes to the, you know, uh, whatever, the hard work or the, not even hard work because women do hard work, but like sometimes we are made to feel like we are weaker as right? As females, we are supposed to be the weaker one, but we are not really weak. It's just that that's the way things have been portrayed for generations. Women have been made to feel that they're the weaker of the two. But in the process, it messes up because it makes you give your power away to the one you think is going to be protecting you, think is going to provide for you, though, and because this way then they can take advantage of the situation, right? And loving unconditionally, if it's one person doing it, the other one is not, then what happens is that relationship will not last. It will not last because one is giving, the other one's taking. Reciprocation doesn't exist in a relationship like that. And that means that you're not going to get the same kind of affection and whatever you need to thrive in the relationship, because two people in a relationship, if they're not thriving, that is a wrong relationship. It shouldn't even happen. But a lot of us coming from maternal and paternal wounds get into relationships without being able to see the red flags because we didn't have that knowledge and knowing at the time, right? So you fall in love with someone, they're coming from lots of trauma, you're coming from trauma, you both come in together, in a relationship. Now you're looking for that person to fulfill the lack that you have because of the trauma. They're looking for you to fulfill the lack they are feeling, and a lot of the times is, you having to play the mother or they're having to play the father instead of a spouse or a companion or a partner, right? You're having to be somebody you're not. And because of that, it ruins the relationship down the road. It messes up. If you are going to get into a relationship with someone and they come to you and they start talking about, oh, my mother treated me like this, my childhood was really bad, this happened, that happened, right there, those are red flags. Those are red flags. If they say, oh, I had this many men, I dated this many people and I broke up, and men have treated me like this, men have done this to me, that to me, red flags. Women have done this to me, that to me, they have mistreated me, they've been bad, they've used me, whatever. Red flags, guys. Right away, you tell that person, go heal yourself first. There's no way for you to be in a relationship with someone like that. Because what you're doing is you're allowing them to bring the baggage into the relationship, and if you are not able to handle it, it's going to ruin that relationship. It's going to make it end at some point. And the worst thing that happens is, a lot of the times, by the time you come to realize it's going south, you have children. And what happens is, if most women will try to stick it out because of the children. They'll stay in a bad relationship, bad marriage because of the children. Because they don't want the children to have a broken family. But guess what? The children are now seeing that it's okay, right? It's okay for parents to do what you're doing. It's okay for a father to mistreat the mother. It's okay for the mother to mistreat the father. It's okay for all the things that are going wrong to continue going wrong. And that their future relationship is okay to be like that. Hey, Cherokee, welcome, sweetie. Do you see what I'm saying? Hey, Sandra. So it's very important that when you are awake, you are making sure you do not get into a relationship with someone coming in with all of the red flags. Know what red flags are. Okay? Red flags are trauma coming as a baggage with that person. They need to go heal themselves first. They cannot be in a relationship. They don't even know how to love themselves. How are they going to love you? Think about it. You have to learn to love yourself. This is what was the disconnection for us as humans. Remember, as children, from a very young age, all of us were defined by others. Everyone has judged and questioned your worth and value from when you were a child, be it your parents, be it your teachers, be it your family members, your relatives, your siblings. Everyone has questioned your worth and value. You're smart, you're this, you're that, you're not smart enough, you're fat, you're skinny, you're this, your hair looks like that, you look this. Do you realize that all of that has come with you into adulthood? That when you stand in front of the mirror, and you find many faults in your own self. See, when you look at yourself and you're looking at yourself and seeing, my hair looks like this, my body looks like this, my nose is like this, my this is in your body that are alive, are listening to every thought and every word you're speaking and thinking. These cells work either in your favor or against you, depending on your thought, because your thought is creating you now. So you're consciously telling your cells, I don't look great, I don't feel great, I am like this, my hair is not healthy, my body is not healthy. Well, they're going to say, okay, well, this is what is going on. We have to do exactly what she's saying is happening. Do you see? And this is what needs to change. When you go in front of that mirror, you have to see yourself as a creator of all, creator source. If you knew your creator was standing in front of you, how would you treat your creator? That's how you need to treat yourself, because that is who is within your physical form, which is your soul. Once you start seeing yourself like that, right? Once you start telling that being in that mirror that you love them, Every single day, every morning. You wake up first thing in the morning, you see yourself in there 10 times, I love you. You keep doing it, tears will flow. Every part of you. Remember, I've taught you this, how to love yourself. You start from the top of your head. Every part of you, everything in you, outside of you, needs to hear you acknowledge it. My hair, I love you. Thank you for being mine. Thank you for the intelligence you hold, the knowledge, the knowing. Thank you for making me beautiful. Thank you for the wisdom. Thank you for being mine. All of you, everything, your nose, your eyes, your forehead, everything on you needs to hear love, unconditional love for yourself. To the bottom of your feet, everything is going to listen and you will feel that trauma leave. That trauma that was created by others defining who you are and making you own that definition of you. That definition will fall away as you start loving every cell in your body, every body part, every organ. Everything will heal back until you're able to stand in front of the mirror and only feel love for yourself. Unconditional love. You will go do this for your children, you'll do this for your spouse, you'll do this for your parents. You want to do this for yourself now. When you get to that place where you can look in the mirror and feel that love for yourself, you will feel the transformation as well. You will see a transformation of you because your eyes, the soul that they are, okay? Because that is the window to your soul. They will transform you into the beauty you are as Creator Source. You're going to feel it and see it. At that point, you will see that you are a magnet. You will attract beings of the same frequency, same vibration as you. You don't allow anyone to take any power from you. Don't allow anyone to define you anymore. You define who you are. A lot of people come to me, they're like, oh, when will I meet my soulmate? When will I meet my twin flame? When will I meet someone? I'm alone, I feel lonely, whatever. Do you realize the difference between alone and feeling lonely? Being alone and feeling lonely. When you finally start loving yourself, you will come to understand what that is. Being alone, enjoying your own company, being alone, loving being by yourself, loving to spend time with yourself, alone. Lonely. Lonely means you're looking for somebody else to entertain you because you can't handle your own company. Lonely. Looking for somebody outside of you to fill whatever it is that you need. That is what we should not be looking for. This lonely feeling happens because you think you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough. So loving yourself is the first thing that needs to happen when you start waking up. Stop messing around. Heal yourself first. Heal yourself. This loving yourself is part of shadow work. Okay? You do shadow work. Shadow work is disconnecting from those beings who have harmed you, traumatized you, have abused you all throughout this life and this life. When you do shadow work, it will heal your past life traumas as well. But the shadow work is disconnecting the contracts. You're null and voiding contracts. You're cutting all the cords and ties that are tethered to you by all the different souls that you've been in contact and in touch with all of these lives you've had until now. Revoking and rebuking all spells and generational curses that have come from your family line, putting an end to all experiments that have been done to humanity and all of creation which you were part of. All of those things need to happen while you're doing shadow work. That is shadow work, disconnecting you as a soul from all the tethers, all the contracts, all of the spells, curses, all of the experiments, complete disconnect, being sovereign and free. Hi, Tripsy. Yes, honey, everything's good. Just I didn't have internet for a few days. It was really very catchy. It was like I used to get a little bit of it at night, and then there was nothing during the day. So I've been MIA for a little while. But yeah, no, it's other than that, things are great. Thank you so much. Yes, I'm from India. So know that this journey that we're doing is, what is 0 point? People say we're going to come to 0 point. What is it? You're emptying your soul of all the trauma of past lives so that in this life you can start fresh, you can do things differently. You are now becoming a whole being who is fully in control of their self as a soul, not just a physical form, because a physical form is just a is a vessel, right? But you as a soul is, coming to a point where you are able to now be sovereign and start fresh and be able to, move on and do things the right way, right? Because all of us have done wrong in this life. Until you started waking up, all of us have done a lot of wrong things, haven't we? Nobody has been the perfect, being. But once you wake up, once you do all of this stuff, you come to a place where you can say, okay, you know what? Now I have enough wisdom, knowing and remember to know what is okay, what is not okay, right? You see, this whole idea of a man and a woman being together, right? Like I said, families, yes, we have families. We don't want to have trauma. Kids should not have to suffer and all of that stuff. But the way things have happened, right? The way things have become, it is so difficult sometimes for men and women to be together once they are awake, because both are sovereign. So unless we are meeting at the same place, you cannot be together. Become too much woman, too much man. Right? At the same time, if you're coming together, it has to be a very harmonic connection. Okay, it has to be a complete balanced connection, right? And so this is what it is. So you see, even though there's a lot of beings who are awake, there are many who would rather be alone, stay alone. Another thing is celibacy. When you are, once you get awake and you realize what they've done with smacks, you are going to try to stay away from it. You're going to try to become celibate, right? You're going to try to stay away from it because, one, there's a lot of infestation of beings, a lot of infestation of dark beings in humans, right? So you don't want a connection with this kind of beings because that means they can leave this shit with you, right? So you want to stay away from that. So there's a lot of things that will play out where you know what is okay and what is not okay. So a lot of women will choose to be celibate, right? A lot of men will choose to be celibate. It also elevates your spiritual growth as a soul. You are going to be able to elevate faster, right? Get to a higher frequency, high vibration, because your creative force is being what? Is being harnessed within you. You're not allowing it to be harvested anymore. So you are giving your soul what it needs to grow. Okay. um, and this makes you more powerful, because this is who you are, a creative being. You're a creator, right? You're a creator being. Hey, Julie. Hi, can you hear me? Julie, did you request to come up? Hello? No? It showed up like you requested to come up. Okay, let me see if I can disconnect you. So it's, a lot of things change as you start waking up and you start, you're on your spiritual journey. You're going to rethink things. Okay. Plus all of the ones who got jabbed, right? The people who got jabbed. Like, you don't want to be with somebody who's been jabbed, because you know that you want to stay away from the parasitic bullshit, right? Because that's what that is. Right? Cleansing. Here's my tea, guys. I sell the tea, okay? It's pinned at the top on TikTok if you want some. It's a detox and healing tea, guys, that I've created. It's a lot of herbs, really good herbs. Powerful herbs that help you detox and heal. Okay? So if you're interested in it, go check out my TikTok. I pinned it on the TikTok up there, and I know it's also on Facebook and on YouTube. I think I have posted it there as well. Just shipping within the US right now, okay? So if you're in the US and you want to order some, feel free to message me. Anyway, so yeah, guys, it's very, very important that you know what is being done, what is going on, so that you can maneuver this life and do the right thing for yourself and your family um, on this earth. There's so many still asleep, so many still being sucked into the politics and getting sucked into the entertainment industry. You see, my kids, at one point, I had them in acting and modeling. They were much younger at the time, but I had them in acting and modeling. And 2016, we stopped. And it was interesting because I woke up right after, right after I started my journey, and it was kind of like perfect timing that it happened the way it happened, because knowing what I know now, I would not want them to be in that industry ever, ever. Okay, it's a creative industry, but at the same time, we know how badly it's taken, how badly they are abusing and manipulating the kids there and the parents, and it's a cult. So you don't want your kids in any of that stuff. As much as you want your kids to be creative, um, I would rather not have my kids become famous and rich in that profession, because of all the things that happen, you know, and is fully mind control and programming, and the abuse is horrible. It's horrible what they've done, and so many actors have come forth with the truth and all of that stuff. But again, you want to protect your children. Very, very, very important to know that the attack is on the children. Remember, future of humanity is children, right? So you want to make sure that you're protecting your children every way you can from everything. All of the stuff on this planet is created for your downfall. Okay, It's created for the downfall of humanity. So please make sure, excuse me, make sure that you are staying away from all the different constructs. They're literally constructs created to keep us in a low vibrational state, to keep us in a state of fear, to keep us in a state of desperation and fight and flight mode, right? To be in survival mode, always questioning, if you're gonna be okay, everything is gonna be okay. I mean, it's just chaotic. It's chaotic. So once you get out of that, try to not get sucked back into it, right? Try to rise out of it and stay as high frequency and vibration as you can. It's very, very important. Is it Redola who somebody's requesting? Kate. Okay. Is somebody else requesting? No. Hi,
Sorry,
Kate.
Petal, that accidentally pushed the button.
I kind of had a feeling. I was like, I don't know.
But I missed you so much. I'm so glad to see you.
It's good to be back, sweetheart. I was like, today I have to do a live. People are probably wondering where the heck did she disappear? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. I tried to go live one time in between and I could not. None of the phones, I have three phones. I'm live on three platforms right now, right? YouTube and TikTok and Facebook. None of them would work. I was like, stop. I'm not gonna sit here trying to make this, because it was the internet. So at night they'll let me have internet, but late, like 1 or 2 in the morning, right after midnight.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to be up doing this right now. So, but yeah, so I got it fixed a couple days ago. So I've just been like, I was busy, with the kids stuff, and so today I said I'm gonna do a live. You guys do your thing. Fed them, and then I cleaned the kitchen, and I was like, okay, now it's my time. Days just run away, Some days it's just like so busy, you don't realize it, especially when the kids' activities and stuff, right? So, but yeah, no, thank you for. It's okay, you came on, no worries. I saw you a couple times. I saw your request before, but then it disappeared. So I was like, okay, maybe she didn't want to come on. Then I saw you again. I'm like, maybe she really does want to come on here.
I don't know how it keeps doing it. I'm moving my phone. And
yeah, that's probably why. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
All right. I'm gonna.
No worries. You can jump
hang
off
up?
if you want. Yeah, you can.
How?
Here, let me do it. Okay, hold on.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Oh yeah, that was funny. Anyways, so look at this, 10 people watching me. This is so pathetic and sad that 14 people have shared. And I think out of there probably I was one of the ones who shared. But guys, you have to get, if you go on my TikTok or my Facebook, or YouTube, please share those lives out, share the videos out, like, share, comment, subscribe. Okay, you have to get the information out. Look, I can share this stuff to you. You know that what I share resonates with you, then you know that it can help many other people, right? So, goal for us is to make sure that we get it out there, and that people wake up. That is the whole entire reason for me to even do the lives, is so that I can get more people to become aware of the truth, wake up to what's going on, to guide them, to help them, to heal them, right? Because I am a healer and I do healings. And you guys know there's a video, I posted videos everywhere. All of my videos, on each of the platforms, there's a healing video there that you can use for yourself, for your loved ones. Share with others if you think it's going to help people. Look, the chaos are being felt by everyone on this planet, right? Can you imagine you just share a video with them, even if they don't believe, okay, that it could work, and they decide to just even watch it, a 3-minute video, okay? Because that's how big the healing I have on TikTok is, 3 minutes, guys. But you know, the ones who have done the healing, how powerful that 3-minute healing is, right? Now imagine you send it to someone who doesn't believe and it clears them or it heals them, right? And they feel the difference and it triggers them to wake up or it triggers them to change and be a better person, right? It triggers them to start being aware, being somebody different. And I'm telling you, the healings have done this kind of stuff where it has completely turned the person around. Okay, I've had parents send me messages of children who are so out of line, they don't come out of the room. They're stuck in the room playing video games. They don't want to come out of the room. They're using bad language. They're not listening. They don't do anything. They're completely lost. Okay, one healing, guys, one healing, and it's a different child. Think if a healing can make them change just within the whatever minutes I tell you to lay down for like 21 minutes or whatever. Can you imagine if they continuously do the healings, what a change would occur? Not just in that child, but the whole family, the home, the surroundings, everything. Because it's designed to do that. So, it's free, it's there. I do it for free, right? Why not do that? Your part is just to share out and help with the algorithm so that more people are helped. Service unto others, guys. I do my job, you do yours, right? So if I do something, right, then you do need to do your part. Look how badly they're like monitoring me. I only got 10 people watching. Do you realize how bad this is? And do you see the couple of things, right? The couple of things I posted that they actually flagged, right? Can you imagine, like, what did I post that they flagged? It was pathetic. Hmm? Trying to help people with affirmations, and they literally flagged it as what? It was against community guidelines. For real. Com- Against community guidelines. Like, what? It just blows my mind. It really does. But you know what? Whatever. It doesn't make any difference to me. I still post it. I post it with their message, because guess what? It helps people, right? It helps and makes a change, makes a difference. So please do your part. Is all I ask, guys, right? I don't ask you for money. I don't ask you for anything other than helping others. Help others. Pay it forward. Okay? Please, please pay it forward. It's so important on this planet to finally be human, to finally be someone that cares, right? Yes, gods and goddesses, of course, we are creator source, but yeah, we have to be that, and we want people to see us as a light being or as creator source, but we have to also be that. You have to portray that. You have to be an example for others, right? You have to do things that is going to help others say, you know what, yeah, man, maybe I need to do this. Maybe I need to change the way I do things, the way I behave or the way I'm going about life, right? That's literally what this is. So if I help you even the slightest bit with any of my videos, then I ask that you do the same for others. Because every one of you, 10 of you here, if you help 10 other people, that's 100 people, right? Now imagine if you did, each one of you allowed about 60 people you can share this live to. At the bottom, there's a little arrow. If you click on it, you'll see a whole line of 60 people that you can share to. And it allows you to share, I think, to 15 or 10 or 15 people at the same time. Just keep track of the last one you shared so you can go from the next one and share to the next 15. And imagine how many more people would be here. Now, because there are only 10 people here, I want to end the live. And I don't want to talk anymore because I've been on for a little while, right? I don't even know how long today. It's a couple hours I've been on. I could go on for longer, but It's such a small audience. I feel discouraged sometimes. When I come on and I don't have a good enough audience, I feel like, am I really helping? Is it really making a difference? Right? Because not many are here, and then on top of that, I don't really get there's no, like, not many people sharing. So I should make a don't be here if you don't share, like something like that. A rule: do not be here watching my live if you're not going to share to 60 people. First share, then I'll start the live, something like that. People do that, I go to lives, they go, don't come on here unless you're sharing. If you share, then you stay, otherwise go. And then you guys are probably tapping away like crazy, right? I can't see anyone tapping. It's at 6.5k, guys. Tell me what you're seeing at your end. Is it 6.5k likes? Because there was a time there was like it was almost 40,000 k likes, like 40k likes or 40.5k likes, and it was showing me only, I don't know, 4 or 5k likes or something like that. Okay, so you're seeing what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's not really, and nobody's tapping. I can't see even one heart. So either it's being shadow banned or whatever, because no one's tapping the screen right now. On Facebook, guys, are you guys able to see and hear me? Because it's like messing the connection up or something. Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely the. Okay, we're gonna collapse that. I collapse it as the negative paradigm dimension timeline template skull curse experiment. Let's collapse it. Jumping to sovereignty and freedom, highest frequency and vibration. Yeah. Let's get to 10k. Come on. Tap, 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 tap. It's gonna do 7.1k. Oh my goodness gracious, people. Okay, guys. So I just want to say, while I have you guys, I also do. Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can blow this up a little bit more. Oh no. Made even smaller. What? Somebody's requesting, or is it just, again, somebody is throwing someone off here? Full screen. Let's see. Nope. The kids put a movie on. Yeah, we don't need it. Let's see. Let's see what this is. Okay. Okay, I tried to make it bigger, but whatever it is, it is. So I do custom jewelry, guys, and I also do some stuff that is ready. But I'm gonna show you some pieces. I do wire wrapping, and if you are interested in something that uh, is crystal, you can see this is a city agate. If you're interested in jewelry like this, you can message me, and you can send me your own crystals as well. If you want me to wrap something that you already have existing, I can do that as well, guys. This is a pendant. You can see how big it is. This is pretty big. It's pretty big, the pendant. So if if you are interested in something like that, you can reach out to me. And these are for sale. Okay, the ones I'm showing you right now. Um, Here's another one. I don't even know. The lighting is so weird. Can you see? This is the back and the side. Comment so I know you guys can see this, because it's so weird. So if you guys are interested in any of the custom jewelry or anything that I've already made, let me know. I do bracelets, necklaces, pendants, rings. Wow, comments are not even showing up. What? Here's a Shiva's heart, Shiva's eye. The back of it. Wow, anyone commenting? Because I can't see any comments now. That is so weird. See another one here. There's another one. Another beautiful agate. I hope this is clear. So wire wrap jewelry, guys. If you're interested in it, message me. Okay. Emmy, thank you. I'm glad you. It's the only one I've seen the comment. That's weird. Facebook, I don't know if people are still there or not, because it's really weird. Facebook's been doing this for a while. Just doesn't like me to know how many people are watching. There you go. And then this is the other side of it. This is a golden healer. That's a golden healer right there. It's an eye, you see? That's an eye. It's a pendant. I have another one here. Here's another one. It's a heart. This is a heart. And I can do different wires for you if you want. I tend to do gold quite a bit because I love the vibration of the gold. But you can pick the wire. Some I have multiple different colored wires, like there was one I just showed you guys that had more than one color, like this one. This one has, I think this is a Labrador, right? This one has more than one. This is gold and rose gold. That's a rose gold and a gold mix. So this one is two different wires. And there's a back. So yeah, if you guys are interested, these are all the... I have more pendants as well, guys. And then I have bracelets. This is the newest one I've just made. This is all pearls with copper wire. It's different colored pearls with copper wire. And then, let me see. What do I have here? And then we have pink sandstone and what is the yellow one? I forget the name, but here's another bracelet. It's pink and yellow. So I think the yellow is what is it called? Oh my goodness, I forget the name of it. But yeah, this is a bracelet. Then we have another one here. That's another bracelet. And this is silver. That's a silver bracelet. So I make bracelets like that as well as bead bracelets that are, you can wear every day as well. So yes, let's see. What else do I have? The rings, all kinds of different rings. There's another one here. That looks like a peacock's tail. I have smaller pendants as well. Another ring. There's another ring. And then here's another one in gold. It's a little bit big for somebody who has a bigger finger. Here's another one. Or a quartz. So got a lotus pendant. Lotus flower pendant. See all kinds of different things. Alright guys. Thank you, Rose. Thank you so much. Okay, it's 111, 10, 11. Anyone have any questions or anything you want to ask? Or a topic or anything you want me to talk about? Or I will end the live. Slow connection. Facebook. Rose, is it still working on Facebook? It's like it's saying slow connection. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So if everybody is good, no, it's alright. I'm gonna end the live anyways. But I'll try and come back probably tomorrow or something. And if you guys have anything you want me to talk about, feel free. Okay, if there's something that uh, you're unsure, or you can ask, and we can talk about it. But the idea is that we don't sit and discuss religions and we discuss all the bullshit that people are discussing, politics and all this stuff. None of that even matters. None of it matters, guys. It is all part of the matrix. None of it matters. Bottom line is we have to literally be like away from that stuff, away from. Here's another one. That's a Labrador, right? Heart. We need to, like, completely focus on restoring the earth back to its original organic state. Thank you, Rose. Do you know what I'm saying? Our goal should be to collapse and restore. Collapse and restore. Collapse and restore. Excuse me. And as light beings, we're able to do that. So focus on doing that and not on putting energy to those things that have actually have kept us trapped here. Okay? Get away from all of that stuff. Religion. The word religion should just tell you what it is, right? Legion is a group of demons. Legion. Okay. Religion, in front of a word, means to repeat that, right? To make it happen again and again, like repeat, release, reunion, doing it again, right? Religion, following the demons. Religion, following the legion of demons. Stay away from it. It doesn't matter if it is embedded in you from childhood. It doesn't matter. It was intentionally done that way. Okay? It doesn't matter if it's coming to you from generations and generations of your family. It doesn't matter. It is time to get away from it, far away from it. Yes, I know. Listen. Yes, exactly. That is what it is. People are desperate. People are confused. There's a lot of light beings who are not sure what the F is going on because we have been deceived by those who have come through as light beings, who people have channeled, right? People have been channeling beings they can't see, who coming through as your Yeshua or as your Buddha or as your Krishna or Shiva or whatever you want to call them. They're coming through as ascended masters, and they're coming through telling you that they're this, that, and so, and they're giving you some wisdom, and you're making you think that you're this amazing being who is creator, who has been this in the past life, and you're this and you're that to them and stuff. The reality of it is this: these beings are coming from dark because the dark is trying to make sure that those of us who are waking up, are powerful beings here to do this work, don't stay on track, that we get thrown off track. Okay? Remember what I said. If you birthed in this body on this planet, you came to do the work. You didn't come here to channel some other being from out there to help you do the work. No, you came here to do the work. Remember who you are. You came here to remember who you are. Your wisdom, your knowing, your knowledge, you. Okay? No outside of you. Outside of you means you're still looking for somebody else to fix the problems. That means it's good as going to the government, the politicians, the religions, the whatever the heck out there they're constructed for us to think that they are our well wishers. And we all are aware now that nobody outside is our well wisher except maybe your family members. Right? Even there you have questions. Right? Even your family members you question, right? If they have your best interest. So know that if you have birth in this bodysuit, this is your soul's vessel. This is your soul's vessel. Do not allow nobody in it. Do not allow anyone to control you or control it. Do not allow anyone to put anything in it. Okay? Do not allow yourself to put anything in it that will make it become somebody else's through technology, through spells, through curses, through jabs, through poisons. Why do you think when people become awake, why do you think that they become so changed? Why do you think they eat differently? They think differently. They read different stuff. They stop watching certain things. They stop listening to certain things. They disconnect from the everyday bullshit. Why do you think that they are getting away from this entire nonsense that is the matrix? Because you have to clean. You have to clean yourself of the bullshit. You have to unlearn it all. You have to get away from it. Right? Your soul and your physical body and all your bodies, right? Spiritual, emotional, mental, physical, etheric, all of your bodies have to be cleared of this matrix. The only way you can do that is you completely lifestyle change, right? You completely change what you're doing. You unlearn. You completely reevaluate your scenario, your situation, and you begin fresh, differently. Yeah, there's many who don't get it, but it's okay. We keep planting seeds, right? We keep doing our thing. We keep flooding everything with unconditional love light. What have I said to you? I told you that you have to see the beings as their child self. See, especially family members, especially your children, right? Especially those who are your closest. You have to see them as that child version, because the child version is the one that has been disconnected. This is why, as adults, we are not very nice. Do you see? Because we disconnect from the inner child or the little younger version of us, because that is the pure light. That is the unconditional light, right? That is the unconditional love. That version of you. So that version is the one you want to see. So if you have a 30-year-old child who's not doing the right thing, is off track, is addicted, there's something wrong with them, whatever it is, the only way you're going to be able to make it without going insane is if you see them as that 2-year-old, the 3-year-old, the 4-year-old, right? That little young child. That child still exists in that adult. Only then are you going to be able to stay in an unconditional love state and be able to help them heal. Because it's hard. You lose patience, right? We lose patience. We don't want to be around them. We want to disconnect. It becomes overwhelming, right? So if you're going to help your loved ones to get out of a bad place, you have to see them for that inner child and heal them from that aspect of them, that version of them. So then you have a better chance of bringing them out of whatever it is and keeping yourself sane, because that's where the problem happens. It's hard to keep yourself sane. Because you feel like, why did my child have to become this? Why? Make your child yours, whatever your child's name is. Okay, make this your mantra. If you have a child who is off track, my child is mine, so whatever the name is, Rose is my child and listens to me. Rose is mine and listens to me, does what I say. Rose is mine, listens to me and does what I say. Rose is mine, listens to me and does what I say. Rose is mine, listens to me and does what I say. You help your child return back to you. Simple way to have them come back to you, fully aligned back to you. Okay, because you as a parent, you as a mother or a father, you have their best interest and you want them to be yours. You don't want AI to take them. You don't want evil to take them, right? You don't want them. And what happens with them is that they get taken away by addictions, by AI, by all of these different things that have been given, right, to us as everyday life. That stuff happens. But imagine simply saying that the child is mine, my child listens to me and does what I ask. My child is mine. Okay, my child is mine. This is your mantra. My child is mine, listens to me and does what I ask. Watch the change. Just watch the change. It'll take time, but you'll see the change. It'll happen. It's very, very important. Okay, because this world we are in, all of us, if we are not careful, get taken. Okay, we get sucked into the matrix. Even the nicest and the very nicest ones become evil or get off track. It's very easy, very, very easy. Okay, and you know that we all were there. If we are not there now, you know we were there at one time, me included. I'm telling you, sometimes I sit back and think, and I'm like, how did I allow that to happen? How did I let myself do that or think that was okay? you know I do. But see, at that time I didn't think nothing of it, right? At that time I thought it was okay, what I was doing was okay. But now when I sit back and I look back and I think to myself, man, what the fuck? Like, where was my head? Like, why would I even think that was okay? Right? But that's what the matrix is. That's what mind control and programming is. Huh? That is what it is. That's how easily it takes you. So imagine children, they're so innocent, right? This is why they doctrinate them from very young age. They start them so young. Now it's even like 3 years old or 4 years. It's so pathetic. I don't know why any parent would want to put a 3-year-old in school, especially when nothing, like they don't know nothing, right? They're not even able to do things on their own yet. And they put them in school. But you think about it, like you are just letting the government bring your kids up for you. Literally. You're letting somebody else be responsible for your children. You are supposed to be responsible for your children, their well-being, what they're exposed to, what they're learning, right? Whatever's around them, the environment. You are responsible for that. Not the government, not the schools, not other people. And I just say this repeatedly, I say this to people, please homeschool your children. Please homeschool your children. Please, if you're going to have a child, have them at home with a doula. Do not go to the hospital and have your children. Have your child at home with a doula. Okay? Please. Because what they're doing in the hospitals, no woman should have to go through that shit, and no children should have to be put into the stuff they put into them. Okay, all the stuff they put in the child, no one, no jabs, none of that should happen to a perfectly healthy baby that comes from creator source. And the umbilical cord, right, they cut it right away. That thing is supposed to dry by itself and fall off. And until that happens, it's going to continuously feed your child with the stem cells, which they, if you allow them, to cut it and take the stuff they will sell in the market for like 25,000 or $50,000. You see, that should go into your child's body because that is immune system. That gives them a strong immune system. So many things we need to return back to the way it was being done before all of this bullshit that was given to us as technology, as advancement, right? It is advancement of everything is brought to us as convenience